Preecy, a 436 mile round trip, 4 goals and all 3 points. That journey home is going to be all a bit more sweeter, isn't it?
Well, yeah, look, it's tough travelling on a Tuesday night. We looked at every sort of way of doing it, and you know, the lads decided, look, we'll try and leave a little bit earlier. Lads have tried to get off work as early as they could, and we prepared the best we can, and it's tough, but spare a thought for Bishop Stortford. You know, they did brilliant last year. They got promoted and they got put into our league. Now we're moaning about travelling. You know, they've had to do that all season, you know, and I feel sorry for them, you know, because it must be soul destroying. You know, you do brilliantly and then you get put in the north. So spare a thought for them. We had to, you know, we had to prepare the best that we could. We started the game really well, and then conceded, you know, almost the first time they've been in our half, and then it's a test of character. You know, what we're going to be like. You know, I think we've lost the last 3 away, have we, or something like that. So our away form hasn't been great. We didn't start the game well at Brackley, so then you're looking and seeing who's going to step up. And to be fair, everybody stepped up. Good reaction. You know, we went in 2-1 up, and I think that took the sting out of Bishop Stortford. And then second half, you know, we pretty much controlled the half and managed to finish the game off. And in the end, it ended up quite comfortable. And it's very rare in this league that you get into a position where a game becomes comfortable. And we did that, and we earned that, and we worked really, really hard as a team. Made it as difficult as we could for them in possession, and then when we got the ball, you know, we found the gaps, and you know, again, Jack was superb, getting on the ball, just popping up, you know, left, right, in the middle, and they found it very difficult to pick him up, and it was just a really good team performance that puts us in, you know, a really strong position.
Was it extra satisfying to have gotten the 4 goals in the end? I think, as you say, 2-1 at the break kind of gives you a little bit where you're thinking, oh, what if they get a set piece or something on the break? But you know, we made it comfortable for ourselves in the end, didn't we? Yeah,
that was a key thing. We said, you know, if we get the next game, get next goal, that could knock the stuffing out of them. You know, because the last couple of games they've been so unlucky. You know, they did pretty well at Warrington, and they did really well against Spennymoor, and then got done with the last kick of the game, and they've had a right go and they've been a bit unlucky. But I think once they went 3-1 behind, I think, you know, all that energy that they put in the previous 2 games probably took its toll, and the position they're in. And then we were pretty ruthless today. You know, considering the amount of chances we create, and we normally create quite a number and probably don't take as many as we should today. Probably, you know, we were a lot more ruthless. Some really good goals, some really well worked goals. Yeah, and delighted that, you know, we managed to get 4 away from home. I think we're the top scorers in the league. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? At the start of the season, you lose Connor Hall, John Utabashi. You take 35 goals out your team, and people say, where are the goals going to come from? And we found a way. You know, they've been spread out a little bit, and lads have stepped up. We found a different way of getting in and scoring goals. You know, it's incredible, really. But you know, that we're in the position that we are, but just not in that position. We're now top scorers in the league. You know, look, it's phenomenal what we're doing. We've got to keep going. We've got to keep pushing. We've achieved nothing yet. And I think we're only 1 point off what we got last year. I think last year we got 66 points. This year we got 65 with 10 games to go. You know, it's incredible what's happening at the minute. You've got to enjoy it, but we know there's still a lot of work to be done, even just to get in the playoffs. Although we're in a fantastic position, you know, there's still a lot of work to be done. But we're enjoying ourselves at the minute.
Yeah, the job's by no means done. There's still a long way to go, but testament to the players, staff, everyone behind the scenes, and what they're doing on the pitch has been brilliant. And you know, I say after a night like tonight, we'll be looking to take that momentum into Saturday's game, another long away trip to Hereford.
Yeah, we've got a tough trip to go to Hereford. You know, it's been a tough place for us to go over recent years. You know, they're a good side. You know, they've had a right go this year. You know, you can see by the players they brought in. And obviously, they backed the manager financially, and you know, they were one of the favourites at the start of the season. I think they were second or third favourite because of the sort of calibre of players that they were signing. So it's going to be tough. I think they've won today tonight 4-1. Yeah, so that's a great result against Peterborough, because Peterborough are a very tough side to play against. So yeah, you know, we go there now off the back of another couple of wins in a fantastic position, a point behind Scunthorpe with a game in hand. You know, if someone said that you'd be there in that position with 10 games to go this season, you'd have, you know, snatched their hands off. So yeah, look, we're in a fantastic position. We've got a little bit of a gap now to third. So, you know, sorry, to fourth, and you know, we just got to keep going. We've got to keep going. You know, I don't, you know, people sort of expect Chorley to be, you know, challenging up there, but we've got no right to with what we've got and the finances we've got. And you know, you have a look at, you know, the finances are coming out from other clubs, and you can see what they've spent over last season. You know, we're doing unbelievable. Look at the teams we're in amongst and above. A lot of ex-league teams, a lot of clubs that have financially backed their managers and pushed, and you know, we're banging there with them. You know, and we just got to keep going, try and consolidate the position we're in, and keep pushing. And with 10 games to go, it's a happy place to be.